Hey Phys Ed folks, today we're going to look at some positioning and how-tos of skipping, and then we have just a basic locomotion workout that's going to help you get outside, enjoy a little bit of fresh air, but do it in a few different ways while we utilize our skipping skills. So I'm going to go through all of these different positions that are listed for how to skip and actually go through and show you and walk you through it so that way you can follow along. But I've included the picture on the team site so that way you're able to go back to it, refer to it, read it, and kind of have that in your mind before we get started. In terms of our workout, what we're looking at is we're going to skip as many times as we can in 5 minutes. Go for a 10-minute jog for as far as we can in 10 minutes. My suggestion is to just set your watch for running 5 minutes, and then at the 5-minute point, turn around and make your way back again. 5 minutes for skipping for reps again. 10 minutes. This time you're going to hop on your bike, do the same thing, ride as far as you can in 5 minutes, turn around, make your 5-minute ride back, 5 minutes skip for reps, and then 10 minutes of a choice for distance. And those choices can be anything from a longboard, a skateboard, you can go for a bike ride, rollerblade. If you have anything else that maybe you might use, a unicycle, go ahead. Or you could just go back and hit another jog or run or ride a bike, any of those types of things again. Your score at the end is going to be the number of reps that you skipped added to the distance. So let's jump into our little bit of how to skip, and then we'll get right into the workout piece. First of all, it helps if you have a lot of space to be able to skip with a high roof, even if you get outside. I'm a little bit cramped here, but we're going to do our best. So when we're looking at skipping, the first thing is what's our body position going to be? Our feet need to be together. We're going to be up standing nice and tall, and then eyes forward. We never want to look down in our skipping. Changes the way that things jump and move. Okay, now from there, what we're looking at is the upper arm is going to be fixed to the body, with the hands in the anterior plane. And all that anterior plane means is my hands are going to be in front of my body somewhere. Okay? If the hands cross behind us, we get very inefficient with the rope, and it makes it hard to turn it. Beyond that, it changes the arch path of where the rope is going to be. Okay? Now, in the skipping, we've got the anterior plane hand. We also want to be with the hands below the elbows, and that's going to just give us enough room to be able to move the rope. We're going to have a little bit of forearm action in the rope, and we're going to have some wrist action in the rope. The upper arm should never leave that comfortable tucked in position against the body. All right, so we don't ever want to be out here because you can see the rope gets up really high, and now I have to jump higher to make it over, and it's really high energy. When it's in nice and low, I've got a really long rope that makes it easier for me to jump over, and there's not a lot of energy toll that comes with just moving the lower portion of the arms. Okay, so again, quick review: feet are together, eyes are up, torso standing nice and tall, hands anterior to the plane, below the elbow, upper arms are tucked in nice and tight against the body. Okay, and then we're ready to skip. Now when we're skipping, the skipping action comes from mainly in the ankles, a little bit in the knees, and a little bit in the hips. So when we're jumping, we're just staying on the balls of our feet, and it's just little hops, right? We never want to get into a skip where we're landing really heavy and those heels are hitting down on the ground, because it's going to make it hard to react and get back up off the ground again. So if we start turning our rope, eyes are up, chest up, everything's ready, we've got our hands ready, we turn our rope, we keep those hands in the anterior plane, and arms tucked nice and tight against the body, and we've got good ground reaction time. Okay? So that's the basics of skipping. After that, it's just a lot of practicing, trying to make sure that we're in the right positions with those skipping movements. All right, any rope will do for you. Obviously, if you have a little better rope, sometimes the weight of the rope makes it a little easier to turn. But that's our skipping. So for today, our workout is the 5 minutes of skipping, 10 minutes go out for a jog, 5 minutes out, 5 minutes back, 5 minutes of skipping, 5 minutes of ride out, 5 minutes of ride back, 5 minutes of skipping, and then 5 minutes out, 5 minutes back of a choice. So for me, I've got my rope, I've got my bike, and I've also got my longboard. Hey, a little bit of a newer thing for me. So to make sure that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, I've got my helmet ready as well. So that way I can transition from my skipping right onto my bike, get my helmet on, stay safe and have fun.